Good evening, good people of the internet. My name is Tyler Schnerger, also known as Ty the Master Schnerger, or known as that guy that probably raped your face. But I'm coming with you today with a deck profile of one of my personal favorite decks, and one that I got my invite with. I got... What place did I get, Zan?
26th,
28th. I got 28th. Where were we?
KC.
We were in Kansas City.
Oh, that's right. We were at
Lenexa.
the collector's cash place. It's pretty shady. One of the judges didn't know shit. And that's the one that got called on me. He was like, you can't tribute Stardust while it's got Fiendish Chain on it, because Fiendish Chain has memory and shit. I was like, no, Mr. Judge. You're retarded. But anyway, this is my wind-up deck, and much different than my old wind-up deck, this is my new wind-up deck. Here's the deck. Also, please take note of the wonderful scapegoat mat. Makes me happy. Makes my dick rock hard. Alright, start the count off. We got the Sangan and the Door Guides because they're good cards. Then we got the Triple Magician, the Triple Shark, the Triple Rat, Triple Rabbit, and the Double Veiler. And I don't play any other monsters because I reserve all my other spots to traps. Because I like traps.
Okay.
And that's 17 monsters, and 2 of them are Veilers, so Veiler's not even a real monster. So I have like 15 monsters and 2 Veilers. Alright, on to spells. We got Triple Factory, Avarice, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and the MS Keys, and a personal favorite of mine, my motherfucking body as a motherfucking shield. There were so many players that I pissed off when they tried to needle sealing me in the game too, and I was just like, guess what? My body is a shield. Eat my dick. Or they go, Bottomless, you're Zen Mighty, because Bottomless is a card. But because this is a card, Bottomless is no longer a card. At the cost of 1,500 of my life. And it was wonderful. Because this card saved my dick from certain destruction so many times. Like, it wrecks. And it was wonderful. Alright. Now, onto the traps. There's 2 more tech cards in this deck that I really consider awesome techs, and this is one of them. Its name is Blasting Fuse. You probably remember it from Ty's Tech Corner or Ty's Tech Talk. I don't know what it's called on YouTube.
Oh, you want to target for okay.
But go check it out. And
Here you go.
Yeah, so I'm not going to talk too much about this card, but it blows up everything in the column. And I would chain with Rabbit and banish itself, or I'd blow up my Sangan and search, and blow up their Gozen match and their Master Hyperion, which was wonderful. That was a nice play. I actually only drew this card once at the regionals, and I was pretty disappointed, because in playtesting, anytime I drew this card, I won. Yep. Granted, the time I did draw this card at the regionals, I did win, so technically it's still at the 100% win ratio for me. But regardless, I would have liked to win more games. Or, I would have liked to win more games with this card. Let me clarify. Alright, my last tech card is a card that you will all think I'm stupid for playing, and it is Security Orb. And while you might ask, why? Why on God's green earth did you play this card? And my answer is I slapped it in 5 seconds before turning in my deck list. Less than that.
Like as you were turning it in.
Yeah, it was literally as I was turning it in. I crossed something off and put Security Orb on because I misread the card and thought it was Jesus in a trap card. But ironically enough, this card won me games.
Okay.
Like, I'll tell you what it does. You activate it when your opponent's monster declares an attack, and you change the monster to defense mode.
Yep.
And then if it's one of your set cards and they pop it with one of their card effects, I pick any monster on the field and kill it. So, while it seems alright, It's just alright. It's not great. But there were times that I switched a monster to defense mode, and then rammed over it and then reborned it. And there was times when I'd set it as a bluff, and they would actually fall for it, like with Lila and the Chaos Dragon matchups. That was hilarious. I actually did that, and it was wonderful. That play made my dick rock hard. But security orb, and I probably shouldn't have played it. I would take it out for a third copy of Compulse, because Compulse is the goat scrote. So I got 2 Compulse, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Birdhamless, 2 Torrential Tributes, Starlight Road, Solemn Judgment, and Double Warning. Deck rounds out at 42 cards, 17 monsters, well, 15 monsters, 2 Veilers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 spells, and 14 traps. Thank you, Zach. Now, let's go into Extra. Extra is not very unique, but Stardust for the road, Zenmayo because it rocks my cock, Tyrus and Adrius because they're good. I got my Shockmaster because Shockmaster won me many a games that day. Utopia Ray, never actually got it off, but it was cool because people would look at my Extra deck and be like, how the fuck did you find room for Utopia Ray? And I was like, why didn't you make room for your Utopia Ray? I mean, it's a win condition. Why not play it? I got Utopia, Zenmeister to continue my plays with the Shark, Photon Butterfly Ass Bandit because it worked, so did my Stroke, so did Acid Golem, and my Nigga Brilliant, my Leviair, and my Zen Mines, and my Mighty. I mean, Extra deck's pretty standard. And of course, it is 15 cards. Now, onto the side deck. And the reason I got as far as I did is because of the side deck. The side deck was my saving grace and made me win many a games. I got the double T-King against shit that I don't want to lose against. I got the double Fossil Dynas, and while this card is really weird for a wind-up player to side, I would, like, counter-side the fuck out of this card. And in the mirror match, round 8, I was playing a mirror match, and I literally just protected the Fossil Dyna. And he couldn't do anything. I won by poking him to death from 8,000 with a Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. It was the greatest feeling in the world. And he's like, wow, must have been nice. And I was like, it really was. Could you please sign the match slip now? And then I got the one Nobleman because I did play a Geargia player. That's right. I 2-0'd them. That was fun. Yeah, Nobleman works. The Triple D Fissure. Triple D Fissure's nice. I might cut it to 2, but every time I think about cutting it to 2, I realize that 3 is necessary. So I'm probably not. And then the single Mirror Force for the extra protection. The double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, because Shadow Imprisoning Mirror is nice. I played Dark Worlds only once. I was expecting go against some Insectors too, but... And then this is what won me the most games. Double Dust Tornado and double Trap Stun. Now, Trap Stun is a card that makes everybody in the Underground's dick rock hard. And, like, you know, like, what are you going to side against windups? You're going to side the Gozen match, the Rivalry of the Warlords, the Needle Ceilings, and then Trap Stun them. And then you're just like, well, I'm going to let you OTK me because I can't do anything else. And another satisfying thing was going into the rank 5 at the end of the loop and going Zenmayo. And because their traps are stunned, they have to watch helplessly as I nuke 2 of their cards.
One of them probably Needle Ceiling.
One of them was probably either Needle Ceiling or Starlight Road. And it was wonderful. Trap Stun won me games. So did Dust Tornadoes. And I won games. Games were won. Games were won a lot that day. I have a few last things to say. But, yeah, this is my wind-up deck. It was a lot of fun. went 6-2, and it was wonderful. And it was funny because, you know my buddy Jeff from the Undergrounds? He's a little ass bandit. He 2-0'd Tyler. No, he didn't 2-0 Tyler Tabman. But he 2-1'd him. He won. He beat Tyler Tabman. And Jeff was all like, so Ty, I thought today was your day. Because at that time, I was 1-2. And it was not looking hot for me. And Jeff's like, I bet you $5 you can't win your next 5 matches. And I did. And so he can eat my dick. Well, this is Ty the Master Schnurger. I'm with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Underground and Team Impaired Giraffe. And I'm signing off.